What is up, interwebs? Big Lou here.
Come on, I never get to snap. I'd like to snap.
Can you snap?
It's like when you push your fingers together real fast, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's not quite the same thing. Better leave it to me. Matt the Cutman with me, as always. And we are here to talk about the Arrowverse, CW, Greg Berlanti-verse, however you want to call it, their annual crossover, Elseworlds. It was a 3-night event, and this is the Thursday night after it has happened. We've all had a chance to take a look at it and watch it and be thoroughly entertained. Cutman, what do you think of Elseworlds?
I love the line where she's like, this seems to happen once a year.
It's beginning to be an annual thing. Yeah, it's just so on the nose. It was great. I loved it.
Yeah, that they kind of made light of it.
Yeah. This is how I describe the Arrowverse as soap operas where the characters have superpowers. And I think that is the most accurate description of it because it doesn't take itself too seriously. It's incredibly tongue-in-cheek. It's a little campy.
Yeah.
But it's so much fun.
Well, it's definitely campy. I mean, they refer to themselves as superheroes.
Yeah.
You don't get to go be a superhero in this.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It's
But you like it anyway.
Because it's entertaining.
Exactly.
It's highly entertaining. And the chemistry between the cast,
Yeah.
you could tell how much fun they all have. Because they all film all 5 shows on the same backlot.
In Vancouver. Right?
Yeah, right. Which doesn't look like anything.
Boston, California.
So, but yeah, I mean, and you can tell that they've all been working together for a really long time, and they just have so much fun. Grant Gustin, who plays the Flash, and
Well, they played Green Arrow this time.
yeah, plays and then
Stephen
Amell as Oliver Queen. The two of them just have such great chemistry on screen together, and it was just a lot of fun. And we finally got to see Superman and Lois Lane doing some of their stuff together.
Yes,
which
indeed.
was great. So
yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was funny. Wasn't the biggest fan of the third act, the conclusion on the third act.
I'll go along with that.
Yeah, that was a little weak, but other than that,
the thing that really stood out to me in the third act that kind of made me really get excited was the throwback to the original 1977 Superman the Motion Picture.
Donner,
when they were running around the Earth to slow time down and go backwards.
Yeah,
that was...
we'll just run around backwards and how does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, time isn't real. It doesn't exist. But yeah, and of course, the villain was overly campy and just glorious cheese. But I loved every minute of it.
But so far, better than most things sans Wonder Woman DC has put out.
I'll go along with that for sure. Wonder Woman and Man of Steel. I really liked Man of Steel.
Man of Steel was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
And Man of Steel gets crapped on a lot because it's so overshadowed by the gigantic crap ball that was Batman v Superman. Yeah, so.
But we
don't talk about that other one, right. So nor do we talk about Suicide Squad. Which, to be fair, Suicide Squad... I was a fan of the Suicide Squad. I just was not a fan of the movie that they were in.
No, it was badly written, badly directed. No.
Yeah.
So, but hey, you know what we got?
What do we got?
We got some Batwoman.
Yeah, we did. Ruby
Come
Rose.
On.
I love Ruby Rose, and this is my first exposure to Ruby Rose was obviously in John Wick 2. Mm-hmm. And she's a badass.
Yes, a deaf badass.
Is she completely deaf?
Well, I mean, she always spoke with sign language, so.
Oh, in the movie?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't think Ruby Rose was deaf.
No.
Yeah. She's not like Marley Matlin and all over the place.
No.
So
I'm saying in John Wick 2.
Yeah. That was a really cool twist. But yeah, so I think that if this goes over well, which I think it has gone over incredibly well, we're probably going to get a Batwoman series next season.
Yeah, I think that's all but greenlit.
Yeah, would you be down for that? Would you watch that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
For sure. No, I agree with that. Big fan of that, and I would love to see... And, you know, the CW is all about diversity and all about inclusion, so having a gay female character lead a superhero show, has that ever been done before?
Where she plays a lesbian superhero.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. But I'm saying in real life, she's a lesbian, and on the show, she'll be a lesbian.
Oh, yeah, no, okay. Well, yeah, that's...
Yeah. I'm all about it. Let's have it, because there's some good stories in that.
Yeah,
there's a lot to explore.
Absolutely. Yeah, really, really looking forward to it. But what I'm most looking forward to is the fact that these 3 episodes set up Crisis on Infinite Earths coming next season. Which, if you don't know much about Crisis on Infinite Earths, I'll put a link to a video down in the description below. That basically, it's about a 30-minute video, and it just chronicles everything that happens leading up to Crisis, what happens during the Crisis, and then everything that happens post-Crisis.
There will be a crisis.
There will be crises will be had. But yeah, and I guess I love the part. Excuse me.
Excuse you.
Where Oliver was confronting the Monitor, and he was just flat out telling him, "I don't give a crap about your crisis," and the fact that they're already referring to it as that is gets my geek juices flowing.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah. So, are you also watching? What of the CW Arrowverse shows are you actively watching?
So my favorite one is Supergirl.
Yeah.
But I will drop in on Arrow and Flash periodically, and Legends.
Legends to me is killing it this season, and I'm kind of bummed that they weren't featured in this crossover. But the fact that they have Biff from Back to the Future, Thomas F. Wilson, is playing one of the recurring characters this season.
That sounds good.
And Biff, the antagonist from one of the greatest time travel movies in the history of cinema, is playing a recurring character on the time travel show. It's just...
It's leave! Make like a tree and leave! You sound like a damn moron!
I'm spoiler, and I don't care. It's great. He actually says that in the show.
Yes!
He says, "Oh, let's make like a tree and get out of here." And the other guy goes, "I don't think that's how it goes." And then they cut. It's fantastic. It's great. So if you're not checking out Legends tomorrow, definitely check that out. And then
Butthead.
This season, to me, Flash is the one that's been killing it. Chris Klein as Cicada has just been awesome. That dude to me doesn't get enough screen time. I think he's a fantastic actor.
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about?
Chris Klein.
Chris Klein, yeah. He was in the American Pie movies.
Yes,
the tall,
okay.
good-looking guy.
For whatever reason, in my head, I transposed Chris Klein and Kevin Klein.
Not the same guy. No. Be a very different movie. What's wrong with my head? What's going on with my head? Why am I doing this? I once caught a fish this big.
Oh, look at those Windows treatments. Oh, look at those Windows treatments. That was a trick!
And now we have devolved into a plethora of just Kevin Kline's greatest hits.
Oh, yeah, that's where the wheels came off the wagon.
Yeah, a little bit. Anyway, so was there anything about the crossover that you did not care for? You just kind of didn't work for you?
I mean, like we touched on a little bit, just so many of these shows that have a big build-up kind of lose me in the third act.
It just kind of seemed too easy for as big of a build-up as it was.
And I get it. I mean, these things still have to be written in the same amount of time that TV shows have to be written. And if you've ever been a writer or a producer on anything, the famous quote is, I think this is from Lorne Michaels. He said, the show is not ready to go when we do it. It's ready to go because it's 11:30.
Yeah. That's a reference to Saturday Night Live, and yeah. No, that's funny. I've never heard that before, but that's a fantastic quote.
Yeah, and so a lot of these shows, they just there's a deadline for when it has to be complete. The script has to be completed, and then they have to shoot it.
And when it's ready, and when it's time to do that, that's when it's ready.
Exactly. Yeah. And so it's I'm sure that they rushed the end, and they didn't have time to weave a more intricate plot and
So,
but whatever. I was still pleased with it.
The one thing that stood out to me...
it's free, okay?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The one thing that stood out to me that kind of bothered me a little bit was the Superman fight when he was fighting Black Suit Superman. That kind of made him get his ass kicked a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's really a very one-sided fight. And then I justified it in my head by saying, Well, it is that guy's reality. He kind of rewrote things to make him the most powerful being and blah, blah, blah. So, but other than that, I would have liked to have seen Superman be more of a badass Superman.
I think they reserve that for Kara.
And they absolutely do, because she's the star of the show.
Right.
But I also liked how they kind of made it be like, okay, well, they still need him to be Superman. Like, he was the only one that could use the book. Because he had the knowledge to do it and stuff like that.
You know what annoys me in this, as well as like the Zack Snyder Man of Steel? When Superman is fighting somebody and he punches them as they're both flying forward, it really wouldn't do that much. You're already flying forward. It would be better if you were flying at each other and then punched them.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks neat on screen, but when you think about it for 2 seconds, it's really fucking dumb.
Well, there's a lot of stuff in these types of shows that is like, wait, physics, TV show, never mind. So anyway, those are our thoughts on Elseworlds. I want to say Crisis on Infinite Earths, but that's
not yet.
Year. Almost. We're getting there. Anyway, let us know what your thoughts are down in the comment section below. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It really helps us out a lot. Share this video amongst all your social media contacts and peers. Subscribe to the channel just by clicking right here, and you can find some other fun stuff that we've got coming right here. We've got Aquaman. We've got Mary Poppins Returns, Bumblebee, a couple of other things coming out towards the end of the year.
Super looking forward to Bumblebee.
So stay tuned for our reviews on all of those, and we'll see you on the interwebs.
I can do it too. God damn it!